you are confirming what Juara is trying to put here. Yes, because UDP, we have a base, definitely speaking, and if you look at the grassroots, we take politics, though we have our lapses, as I said, no institution is 100%.
I know.
But our grassroots connection is very high. And you remember that convention, it was very democratic.
Yes.
But how did Adama Barrow win? That's now strategies and tactics.
Yes.
Do you understand? This is what we have in UDP. It's all about your strategy and your tactics. Now, if they want, we are not against any coalition, UDP. And it's not that we don't want anybody to lead us. What we want is, we want majority to also recognize. And democracy, majority's decision is highly valued. You all agree with me?
Yeah, but I think
let me come now. Now, when we want to form a coalition, don't try to micromanage or belittle my majority. Let the ground be fair for all of us. And if the ground is fair, because it's about majority, UDP will always lead. Because we are the majority opposition party.
There's no doubt.
Do you understand? So, but not that, we don't want Khalifa to lead, or Jajara to lead, or Mr. Chamro to lead. But what we are saying is, and let me tell you, we are open for coalition. And you see a different ball game this year. No, because we learn a lot.
You understand. Let me say this statement. Is that, of course, UDP, you cannot form a coalition without them and expect to win.
Yes.
That is true.
Yes.
But he's trying to say that if you form a coalition and you are expecting them to give way for whoever,
they cannot give way when the selection is done by vote.
If you look at our coalition formation, often their coalitions are formed in two.
Yes.
It's either a coalition is formed
before
with the intention of governance, which is governance coalition, or a coalition is formed to win elections. And a coalition that is formed to win election is equal to a military revolution. Once election is won, this integration comes into play.
This is what happened in 2016.
And that is what killed the 2016 coalition.
Yes.
The architecture was in fact meant for governance.
Yes.
But the attitude of the rational actors there was not entirely governance.
Yes.
It was election. Let's move Jame, let's move Jame.
Exactly.
After Jame, 3 years. 3 years, then we become serious as governance, coalition, or move into party issues. So that psychology comes into play. So when that actually pushed up, people learn. I'll tell you one thing. President Barrow have no answers to our question as Gambians, but he is getting quite mature in politics. And his moves, you underrate it.
Yeah.
Come 2026. You cannot move him out.
And he's incredible tolerance.
Very well.
He's incredible tolerance.
That is part of his tactics.
Yeah.
That is part of his tactics.
And let's talk.
Yeah, but he's obliged to be tolerant.
No, but his strength is his tolerance.
He's obliged to be tolerant.
No,
because, democracy is not, it's not given. It is earned.
That's helping him not to be
That's not only his nature. That is the nature of the Gambian people. Mr. Jam. That is the nature of the Gambian people. Care about everybody is not. Look at an exception. In any rule there is an exception. Jammeh was an exception. Jammeh was a soldier. But look at from Jawara to now. You look at all the political leaders, among the elders. Who would you say? You say that this guy, is violent, or this guy doesn't want peace, or this guy is not tolerant. Everybody is tolerant.
Tolerance is not violent. It's not about somebody propagating violence. Jammeh was that one. But I'm trying to say, the person who has the capacity to accommodate people who, would have otherwise been his arch rivals. People like Mamadou Sabally, people like Dr. Cisse. There is nothing in this world that those people have not said about.
No, just his interest. Just his interest.
I know. Yes. It may be his interest. It may be his interest to silence them. Fine.
That's it.
Okay, that's true. No. But the fact that he had the capacity to accommodate that, it speaks volumes of his the
there is no enemy.
So he's using
there is interest. If Barrow's interest is to bring, is to bring Honorable Saho, to come and join him. As long as he
leaders,
but you are making comments saying that Nisi Tignano, you agree? Is that not?
No, that's now. No, you
you will agree.
But leaders should
wait.
You will
That's
agree.
not about tolerance.
You will agree that one of the reasons that Jawara stood out was his immense tolerance. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Even people he had quarrel with, he was able to accommodate them.
Yes.
You insult him.
Okay, you are right in any sense, Mr. Barr, that okay, it may be his interest to silence them because they are too much of a thorn in his in his flesh. You understand?
But
People who has a big ego.
Yes.
Even if they are interested in you, but if their ego is big, they'll say this guy insulted me.
Mr. Cham, it's not about Barrow now. It's about the institution now. You have to remember how Barrow came.
Yeah.
Yaya Jammeh came by the barrel of the gun. Barrow came by coalition. Barrow was United Democratic Party, and he rose to the rank of a treasurer. He was talking about these democratic values. So he cannot just be a president, change himself to become not tolerant. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They knew all that they were doing. So, and this is how we need to build people. Do you understand? So, Barrow must be tolerant because our constitution says the presidents must be accommodative and tolerant. Do you understand? So, he's abiding by the principle of the constitution. So, it's not that, is that in character. Second Barrow, as the presidential advisor, you know the constitution. You are the people, I think, advising him to be tolerant. There, if that is so, we should also applaud you for that. But if you are trying to tell him, no, let that person be arrested. No, we cannot accept it. 2016,
no, we fought for that.
And nobody is going to say,
and concerning this coalition issue, because I haven't spoken concerning that, so we are into that. No, so definitely, but we just have to reflect back. We just have to reflect back in 2021. What was Barrow's strategy? Why did Barrow was able to have many people, including myself, endorsing his presidency?
Yes.
Why? That was the reason. And the answer, is what UDP was lacking. That was, they had a strategy, to call everybody on board, to discuss with them. Come, this is what we want. But UDP did not do that in 2020, in 2021. UDP thought that they had already won the election. So you don't have to be complacent in
politics.
In politics, you have to call everybody. You have to talk with everybody. You have to sit with everybody.
We did that.
Because but that was one of your problems.
That's very clear. Okay.
No, Cham, I wanted to tell him that we did that because I engaged SFL up to the party level. We engaged Mama Kandi. Do you understand? We engaged Bibi Dabo. No, like what you said, other actors. Do you understand?
Yeah, because you think
as I said, you are very
insignificant.
You are very Mr. Barr, right now, we have a strategy. We will involve all of you because Gambia needs change in 2016.
Okay.
We'll call you.
Let's go over Mr. Jawara. Mr. Jawara, we are now going to the last part, and that is the last two. In 10 minutes.
Yes. Let me just come into here. I had Mr.
Okay, 1 minute. Yeah,
Mr. Saho saying that they will involve them. Let me tell them. We are the founders of UDP. You know how many coalitions we initiated in this country? And they failed. All those coalitions failed until 2026, on 2016, when the Gambian people had the right passing. Don't see 2016 Barrow being selected as just because UDP has put on, or somebody has. Everybody from NRP, all the other party, whoever was pointed to President Barrow, we say, oh, I know him. This guy is harmless somebody. this person is not greedy.
That was not the only thing there. That was not the only thing. That was not the only thing. There was a political maneuvering. No, there was a political maneuvering, and I know something about it. Part of Barrow himself met me somewhere. In 2020.
Now that we are past that.
Yes. Individual, let me tell you, honorable member, let me tell you, individual of a candidate, individual face quality is very important. Not where you are coming from, not your organization.
But I learned that Mr. Barrow, at the initial stage, you are not endorsing Barrow.
No.
Yeah, at the initial stage.
I supported Mama Kande to take Yaya Jammeh out.
Yeah, but you are not into Barrow. Yes. So you said everybody knew the Barrow. No, at that time you did not have the lens to recognize Barrow.
No one knew him.
No one never expressed that he want to contest election when we were putting up Mama Kande. We wanted Usain Dabo to be out in prison. Our UDP had a press conference. Let me explain to this. We had a press conference and majority agreed that we will boycott the election. I said we will never. If you boycott, then Barrow, Jammeh is going to win and Dabo is going to die in prison.
It's not about that. You did not fight for only Dabo. No, you did not only fight It's not about Hussein dying in the prison. It was about the country. So this is why you got it wrong. That's why you got it wrong.
Incarcerated that time.
That's
why we have to put up a strategy to make sure that we evict and free our people.
Okay. That was exactly. No, Mr. Mark, thank you for that. What I'm saying, you said something. He said one thing. He said people recognize Adama as the man who is. I said, why at the time GDC and you did not recognize it?
Because that time Adama didn't come.
So those Adama came last. Adama Barrow came as the candidate.
Last. Okay, I understand. And what we did was a strategy that Mama put out votes from Jammeh.
It was a strategy. It was a strategy.
That was an opportunity for the Gambian.
If Jammeh had the Mama Kande votes, do you know that he would have been here?
I agree with you that.
But we pulled those.
I agree that Mama's separation. Mama's separation helped us a lot in the coalition. I'm saying it was not a strategic move. It was out of not wanting to join UDP and the coalition. Yes. He went on his own. It favored us.
That's true.
But I said it was a strategic move.
That's true.
But honestly, during that time also, Jammeh, Kande was rumored to be closer than Jammeh than any other than the coalition. Not rumored. I say he was rumored to be closer. He was rumored. In fact, that was what. Minimize his impact.
Let's wrap up this topic. It is understood that at every year will come. That's why we are going. At all, generally everybody knows it's normal that at the beginning of everything, one might not endorse Mr. X, one might not Mr. X. Yes, like it was said, even Hussein Dabo suggested somebody other than Adam. It was said that something like that. So it's natural that at some point, people are thinking of this and that. But eventually, if you are able to come together after a choice has been made, that's what makes you, that's where the strength lies.